Hi everyone, today I am here to talk about Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier. I know you can't see it here. Here it is. Very, very tiny right here. Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier. And Daphne du Maurier is famous, I would say, for writing the novel Rebecca, which Alfred Hitchcock made a movie of, as well as the short story The Birds, which was also adapted by Alfred Hitchcock. She also wrote My Cousin Rachel, which I feel like within the last 10 years, I was going to say 5, but not positive about that. Within the last, so we'll say the last 5 to 10 years, was adapted into a film as well. Never seen it, no idea if it was good or not. But I do love all of Daphne du Maurier's works, which I have read so far, which is just Rebecca, My Cousin Rachel, and this, Jamaica Inn. I really enjoyed Jamaica Inn. It's shorter for sure, I feel like, than Rebecca. It's shorter than Rebecca for sure, like 100%. My Cousin Rachel, I feel like, may have been shorter. It's been a while since I've read that, but it was such a compelling read. I'm pretty sure I finished it in 2 days. I wasn't feeling super good, so I just kind of sat around in bed and finished reading Jamaica Inn after I started it. And it was obviously interesting enough for me to keep reading. It is about a girl who, when her mother passes away, she goes to live with her aunt and uncle in Jamaica Inn, which is an inn that they run in the middle of nowhere. And obviously, because it's Daphne du Maurier, there are some nefarious things happening at the inn. And I won't say more than that, but it's about this girl trying to figure out what happens, help her aunt, and also like get out of this situation. And as I was reading it, I really admired this girl. She was just plunky. She was brave, even though, she was afraid a lot of the time, but she still went out and proved like to herself that she could do things, and she was very independent. She never lost her sense of self-worth, and she never like caved in to everything that was happening around her, and I really appreciated that. And I thought it was awesome, especially in today's world. I feel like they're like, we need more strong female characters, and but they're just taking all these male characters like James Bond, like they want to make a female James Bond or like a female Indiana Jones, and I'm just like, just write your own characters or go read books. Book. This is what a book looks like. Book. Okay, has pages, story inside, story already written. Yeah, story. Okay, this is a book, and there are strong female characters. Like, adapt books. This may have been adapted, by the way. In fact, it probably has, but I haven't seen it and I haven't researched that. But if they're like, we need strong female characters, ding, ding, ding. So I really did appreciate that. And I felt like it also, there is abuse in the book. I'm just going to throw that out there. Domestic abuse. And I felt like her portrayal, and I've never gone through that personally, so I wouldn't know, but based on things I've read where people stay with their partners or spouses even when they're being abused, and how they start to act and how they change, based on like articles and cases that I've read about, I felt like Daphne du Maurier actually portrayed that really accurately. Like I said, I'm not an expert about that. It's never happened to me, thank God. But so, in my opinion, like based on what I've read, I felt like she did a really good job. Whether or not that's true, I have no idea as a expert perspective, but I thought she did a good idea or a good portrayal of how being in an abusive relationship can change your personality and yourself. And I thought that was really, really interesting to read about in this book as well. So I definitely suggest Jamaica Inn. It's a mystery. There's action. There's the young girl, like I said, taking care of herself and taking like control of her situation and figuring out how she can get out and everything. So I really appreciated it and highly suggest. I also suggest reading Rebecca and My Cousin Rachel because I liked those as well. Rebecca also had like this female character, the main character, who has, I mean, this isn't giving anything away in Rebecca. She has no name throughout the whole story, which I thought was super clever. I mean, she obviously has a name, right? but you never figure out what it is. You never learn what it is as she's narrating the story. And I thought that was brilliant in Rebecca's story. I just called it Rebecca's story, which is really funny because it's not Rebecca's story. It's this other girl's story. But me calling it Rebecca's story just proves Rebecca's overpowering presence throughout the novel, which is all I will say about that. Everyone's like, what the F are you talking about? Go read Rebecca, you'll understand. But she, at the beginning of Rebecca, this girl comes into this new life. Basically, she gets married to a wealthy man, and she's not, like, you know, of that wealthy class or whatever. And so she's shy at first, and she doesn't know what she's supposed to be doing. But as the novel progresses, she steps up and is like, wait a minute, it doesn't matter. I'm still the mistress of this household. Like, me. Not Rebecca. Not anyone else who's trying to influence me. Me. Like, this is my place. This is my home, too. So I really, really liked that as well. Like I said, I've never read anything bad by Daphne du Maurier of the whole 3 books I've read. I do have a book of her short stories that I haven't gotten into yet, but I obviously will be. And I'm kind of hoping The Birds is in there because I would love to read it. I've never seen the movie, and I feel like it's not high on my list of movies to see, but probably eventually I'll watch The Birds. So, yes, but this was not Rebecca. This was Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier. Super compelling read, pretty quick read as well. Definitely enjoyed it. And sorry for the changing lighting. I'm just, filming in my room with the natural light from the window, and it's cloudy outside, which isn't helpful for the back and forth. Now it's really bright. Now it's really dark. So sorry about that. But que sera, sera. I don't have a giant studio with lots of lights in it. So, oh well. And I guess my question for today would be, could I live in the middle of nowhere by myself? Because that's what, they live. There's people around, far away from Jamaica Inn that also live, in the area, but it's not like you can't see them from where you live. I feel like I could if I had my own place, my own house, my own domain. But also if I had the ability to just travel and go out away from the house whenever I wanted to, I don't even know, though. I feel like I'd have to be close enough to a city, and not even a big city, but a city that had something going on there, like a bowling alley or something to do if I got bored. Because I wouldn't want to have to drive 3 hours if I suddenly want to watch a movie in the theater or something. But I also do like having my own place, and I really like nature and being out in nature, and my dream place is a little cabin in the woods that has a lake by it that is just so naturally clean that I can go swimming in it. Yes, this is my dream. But just a small place. So yeah, I do feel like I could live in kind of the middle of nowhere, but like I said, close enough to a city, just because I do like my solitude and my own space. And yeah, but as long as I could get away, just like this poor girl who's trying to get away from Jamaica Inn, because it's crazy there. It's crazy, guys, crazy. Yeah, so this was Jamaica Inn. Well written, compelling, good characters. Even the bad characters are really well written. And there's a twist at the end, but you can kind of figure it out. There's this one character is just a little sus, right? So, but I thought that was actually really fascinating. This one character's beliefs that were revealed at the end, I was like, oh, that's actually really interesting, and I really like that corruption of this character. So definitely check out Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier. If you haven't read anything by Daphne du Maurier, read something by Daphne du Maurier. And if you want something that is a bit shorter, then yeah, check out Jamaica Inn. And then if you like that, go check out Rebecca. And if you like that, go check out My Cousin Rachel. So thank you so much for listening. This has been Jamaica Inn, tiny Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier. And you guys all have a wonderful day, a wonderful time. Enjoy reading. Go check out my podcast, Fighting for Writing. Subscribe, follow. Comment down below. Do you think you could live in the middle of nowhere? And yeah, that was it. Y'all have a great day.